ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about Chapter 15 in your Criminal Investigations book, and we're going to make you aware of just a couple of things here. One of the things we're going to make you aware of is the exclusionary rule. Many of you may not know what this is, but I wanted to explain the process to you. And the exclusionary rule prohibits the arrest and trial on the basis of illegal obtained evidence. So what that means is illegally obtained evidence cannot be used against you in a court of law. It deters police from engaging in illegal practices, and that's what the exclusionary rule does. Prevents the courts from condoning such actions in the exclusionary rule. And lastly, it applies to all courts in the country per the Supreme Court ruling of Mapp versus Ohio. Okay? One of the other things I want to make you aware of is reasonable suspicion, which authorizes an officer to stop you, question and frisk suspects, and to prevent the commission of a crime. That is the definition of a reasonable suspicion, and the Miranda warning. The Miranda warning, which you should all be aware of, is your, as they state, right to remain silent. Okay? So, for instance, the Miranda warning laid down the standards for procedural fairness mandated by the 4th and 5th and 6th Amendments to the Constitution. Again, many of you may have heard your Miranda rights, and it states you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed by the court free of charge. Those are your Miranda rights. However, those rights are displayed to everyone within the United States. So, again, you have your definitions for the exclusionary rule. You have your definition of what is reasonable suspicion. And lastly, you're now aware of the Miranda warning. So what we're going to do, Mr. Blakely and I, we're going to have you stay in contact with us as we go on and on through Chapter 15, 16, 17, and 18 to help you recognize things that you may not understand and learn. But we're going to do it this way. So, hey, we'll see you for our next video. You guys have a good afternoon.